live, and I think the Dutch version is also always the general repetition, and now here everything is fine, I think. Yeah. Oh, I have to. Oh, it is much better. Welcome to the English Koi live stream, live from Japan. Every day at 9 o'clock in the evening, Central European time. I think in England at the moment it's 8 o'clock. Welcome everybody, Nicolas, Matt, Sander, Gerrit, Patrick, Mystery, many people, France. 1 minute early, so we have extra time. Today today it's beautiful weather over here. We have last night it was quite windy, but it was it's good, and it's just a few days to go. Car is already here. I'm ready to go to all the breeders. I've got appointments with. Normally I have some appointments with breeders because they're farther away or have they're not always at the koi house, but so, and the rest I just go by, and now I made with every breeder I'm going to, I made an appointment. So I've got a real schedule, but again, if they're harvesting, I go back of course, so I will be all over the place for the next few weeks. Let's put it that way. Swimming is a good sign. Sorry. Yes. So good evening all. So this is the Q&A, so please let me know if you have any question, or just ask the question in a live chat and I will answer it to you. I've got a small piece of film. I edited but not final yet, but it's nice to see the difference. It's Azukari Tansho Showa, where we check the last year's movie and this year. We have it next to each other, so you can really see the difference. So it's good you're all here, and of course at the end of the live stream we have the lottery for the caps, and later this week we have some presents from the koi shop, and because then I can buy them and I can really show you what I can put in the lottery. Perry is asking something, so I have to see, maybe there's something wrong. Oh, he is I will download it and show it to everyone, Perry. It's good. It's good to see. I have to share it like this. Perry, I had there was I don't have it now, but I saw on Facebook. I saw Perry. He had in his growing tank in the shed, I think, or in the garage. He has like a hole just at the roof of the pond, and now he sent me. I will show it to you. Let's first get the movie, because I had to download it. Oh, that looks much better, Perry. Here we are. So you can see on the bottom is the polycarbonate plate. He made a hole in it, and it looked then a bit funny. But now I understand. He has a bottom plane upside down, with the lid of a bottom plane upside down, and then the feeding machine on top. And I think the koi will really loving this system. That's how he lost his camera, guys. Perry, I don't know if you're watching the live stream at the moment, but I'm really curious if you have something on the bottom of the where so the food is falling in. Is there something attached to that gap? Because there might be a chance the koi will jump up that hole, and then maybe they damage themselves. Do you put some glue, or we use a lot of kit or rubber on the edge? I'm curious if you did something like that, or you're now quitting the live stream and are you gonna do it? So let me know. Okay. The first question. This is one time is enough. Björn, does Shinoda also have Asukari, Hiutsuri, or is that not possible? Yes, sometimes he has place for Asukari, but it has to be a really special Hiutsuri, like a high level, and then sometimes it's possible. Planning a pond, would you use normal bottom drain or the aerated bottom? I would use the normal bottom drain and then use a high quality air disc just really close by your bottom drain, because the aerated bottom drains quite often get blocked, and then after 1 or 2 years you cannot use them anymore, and it's easier to do a disc. That's what I like to do. When would be the last time of the year you would introduce new koi to the pond? We stop as a tradition in our shop at the 10th of October, and also that's also about when the pond is getting 10 degrees. Normally, when the temperature is going up at 10, it's no problem to introduce koi. Only they need some time to adjust to the pond, and so if they're 10 and then going down, then it's not the best option. So normally I would do it at 15 degrees. That's really good, still really good. Perry is sending me, but I will have a look when we're watching the movie. Is that what is better, Healthy Up or Healthy Up Strong? And what's the difference? Healthy Up, it's from Sensuke. Healthy Up is the powder, so you have to mix it with the food yourself, and it's best to mix it with honey and then do it. So you have to do it, and that you do once a week, sometimes twice a week. The Healthy Up Strong is like additional food. So you put 1 kilo of Healthy Up Strong in 10 to 15 kilo of koi food, mix it, and then you can put it in your feeding machine, everything, and then they get it also. Okay, one moment, I'm gonna look what Perry sent me. There's sorry, Perry, what did you send? Okay, but that's not the answer, Perry. I will put this in Dutch. So Perry, his English is no problem. But heb je ook aan de rand waar de vissen tegenaan kunnen springen, is daar ook rubber tegen of zo? Perry just sent me some movies, and also the movie of the koi that are in there. So I will show you at least what he is feeding, because then you know. I think Karashi and Oshiba, Karashi, Shakoi. How big are they, 30? Sound is on. How big are they? They are Karashi, and I can see Karashi, Oshiba. That's what I can see. You have to answer us. Okay. That's that. So let me know if there's also some rubber on the edge where the koi are. They will jump. Okay. Shinoda, when would it better healthy up? Evening. MacGyver, yes, Perry's MacGyver. Talking about a new pond. It's talking about a new pond. There's something you need to do after you have started your filter, when you put your fish koi in the pond. I would, if you have already have koi and they are waiting in a small tank and you are filling up your pond, I would put them in right away. But before you put them in, normally if you break down your old pond, you stop feeding, then you put them in the holding tank, don't feed them. Then when you put them back in the new pond, please don't feed them at least the first week. Maybe sometimes it's better to not feed them 2 weeks, and then slowly add some food. And if you testing the ammonia and the nitrate, then you can keep an eye on it. If it's going sky high or too high, stop feeding, and then you have to find the balance. If you don't have any koi, then it's really good to put ammonia in yourself, or sugar or pee in it, and then every day, so you will you are breeding bacteria, growing bacteria, and then then you can introduce them after a month, for example. That's that. I had the advice, please pee in your pond. I said it to a customer in my shop, and he came after 2 weeks. He came in my shop, and I said, "And how is it going?" And he said, "Yeah, it's going well, but my neighbor is he thinks I'm crazy." Oh, guys, one moment. So I think I'm crazy because I'm peeing in my pond. And I said, yeah, you can also pee in a bucket and then, or in a bottle, and then throw it in. Not like, and he was standing on the side of his pond peeing and waving at his neighbor. So, but you can put it in a pond, in a bucket, and then throw it in your pond. That will help really good. Okay, what is the average price? What's the average price of high-level YouTube? I cannot say. I can say when I'm there, Bjorn. Or yeah, that's the best. Then I can send you a WhatsApp. Hi, Mark. Hi, Mark Martz. I'm free Friday evening if you want to do a live on my pond. Oh yeah, Mark. You send me a Friday. Yeah. We can do. I've got Wi-Fi, I think. Yeah, should be okay. Hi Steph, how many harvests do you have to visit this year? Oh, I have to be at least at 3 or 4 harvests, but that's what I have to do. But of course, I will see a lot of harvests going on later on every day. The Oshima was yours. Oh yeah, but it was beautiful Oshima. No, okay. That was really grown, because that you bought it like this in the lower round tank we have at the coffee table. It was like this size, I think. Okay. Good evening. Okay, the inside is smooth. Yeah. Okay. 40 plus now. Okay, that's good. Do you have many breeders in Holland producing high quality koi? No, we don't have any breeders. Oh, sorry. I have to be careful. We have maybe 1 or 2 breeders in Holland, and in my opinion, they don't breed good quality koi. Of course, sometimes if they are breeding let's say 100, or no, sorry, 5,000 pieces. Of course, there's one or two are okay or beautiful, but not like the percentage of the Japanese have. So that's the whole. Yeah, that's the difference. Okay, do you have many reasons in? Is the feeding machine, the e-feeder, is that already ready? It's not mine feeding machine, and I don't know. They said maybe next spring. Do you like windows in your pond? To be honest, I was so against windows in ponds because the breeders don't make the koi for watching on the side. They breed, they select on the pattern on the top. We have one pond with a window in my shop because we had to show what we could do, what we could build, and with the window and there are some advantages of a window. You can see easily how the fish are on the bottom. So sometimes you pick up a fish at a pond somewhere and you think everything is well, and then you pick it up and then at the bottom you see an ulcer or something wrong. So you can see that. So that's much better. And also we made maybe 3-4 years ago now. We made a pond where we had some lightning in the pond, but really soft lightning. So that if you look up from above, you don't see the lights. If they're shining, you don't see them. But when the customers are now, the owners are now sitting in the living room, especially when it's getting colder in the winter time, you can see the whole garden is dark, and only you can see a window with koi just going, and you see only the koi going by. So it's look like you have floating koi in the pond, in the garden. It's really beautiful. So then I like it. But yeah, not but that's why I like it. But not for normally I don't like. Priscilla is laughing. I don't know why, but how long are you stopping in Japan? How long I'm in Japan? Quite a while. I cannot say the last date. I cannot say on internet. How long are you? Hello, Stefan. When are you allowed out to the mud ponds? Yeah, when I'm out of quarantine, and that's in a few days. Few days. You will see the first movie when I'm out. What's the best M3 for heated growing tanks? What's the best cubic, I think, for heated growing tanks? Oh, how big is your pond, Perry? How many liter does your growing pond have? I think 4 cubic meter or more is really nice, but also with 2 ton. Sometimes it's not, you cannot not fit it. 2 ton is also possible, but 4. Theo has 7. That's also really nice. 7 cubic meter for growing pond. Do you have some idea that prevent my koi from jumping out of the pond, like safety guard or a fence? Yeah, we have those. Yeah, it's like a table tennis net around the pond, or acrylic screen around it with stainless steel handles. That is also looks also really nice. So that's the best. Does a window in the pond lose a lot of heat in the window in the winter? No, not that much. And you can, for the winter, for example, you can block it with styrofoam or something like that. But it's okay. Sorry, yeah, that was the. Oh, now I understand. Yeah. So he was, and when I told the guy, you could also do it in a bucket or in a bottle, he never thought about it. He was like, you could really see the like a spark in his head, like, oh shit, yes, that's maybe better. 4 cubic meters. So yeah, I didn't know, but 4 cubic meters is really nice sized for a growing pond. Sander, herons also like ponds with lights, sort of buffet. Yeah, but herons they go really at night. In early morning they go, of course, but I wouldn't leave my lights on till all night long. So I would, just before you go to bed, I only would put it. I would have put it on when I'm there, for example, not always on. And they have like electric fence around the pond on the edge. I also have a window in the pond and I like it, and fish do also when you return home. Yeah. Patrick, it's not like I say don't build. I would have if my pond would have been higher, for example, I would have a window as well. But no, you can really see the fish are coming to the window, and they are like, hey, so they really also look through the window. But yeah, if I would have building my new pond in the garden, it would have been it's gonna be like ground level, so there's no window allowed in the. But it's for inspection. It's really good. Geoff, can you send me some pictures on WhatsApp or show it on the show? What's the question? On what answer? Sorry, Michel. I will do it later. Is Sieke using this his koi house in Nagoga Flatlands just a showroom to sell koi, or using them to condition the koi? No, at the moment he has now two new koi houses on the flatlands. The one we've been in is for the conditioning the fish for the koi show, and the other one is more for display to sell koi. Mystery, do you get many questions on automation of koi ponds? Temperatures, fire. No, not that. There was a hype. There was a hype that everybody wanted all controlled by the iPhone, but there were also some people. I was in. Where was I? I was. Oh, it was in Greece. We were. I was with someone, and he was in his pond is in Holland, and he was showing me like, oh, look at this. I can shut off my pump when I want, and then he said, and so he showed me, and then he put it on, and the display said yes, it's on, and I said, are you 100% sure it's on? Yeah. I said, how do you know? Yeah, the screen says. I said, yeah, that's the whole thing. I have an alarm on my phone when the electricity goes out, or if the pump blocks. That's what I have automatic, and that is what people want, and we provide as well. But all the systems where they can adjust it by their phone, I rather don't do that. Can you tell us something about biosponge? Is it good as a medium in your multi-chamber? Yes, the biosponge is also from Sensuke. First time I saw it, I thought, yeah, this is just like sponge from the filter mat, not the Japanese mat, but you've got the sponge mats. I thought that was that, and then they made blocks of it. But after testing, so we are Sensuke dealer for the rest of, no, not the rest, for Europe. So it's a Japanese product, and that is one of the products, and we were like, don't want to sell. But then Mr. Yamamura said, please buy one box and test it. And I tested it, and it's really working. And we have and the filtration system in my shop have all Japanese math, and we changed it. So we did one one half, one only matte, one only biosponge, and we've got so big difference. This is a real good question. I will start this test again in spring, so you can see the amount of dirt that is not. I don't want the dirt in the muds, for example. I want it on the bottom of the filter where I can easily drain it. I want as good as possible the amount of bacteria in, and with the biosponge it's really good. And I'm not the only one that is really addicted to the biosponge now, Bas. Sakai has it in tons of in his pond. Of course, Siga has it. Many filters. Dainichi uses it not as a test because you don't see it. Sometimes you see at Dainichi you see a filtration system, and then you can see it's like someone paid them to have that filter running, and it's much too small for the pond, but just to show, hey, look, we are using this. That's not with this. They have it, but you don't see it. If you want to find it, it's no problem. But I mean, they don't. It's not like a look. We getting paid to use biosponge, and it really works. And the surface is really good for the bacteria, and it's really easy cleanable. So if I take it out, so all the dirt that it gets, if I take it out, it's in the filter. So I stop the filter, of course, and then I take it out, and then you don't have to wash it or anything. It's all on the bottom, and then I drain it with the valve or with the hose, and it's really good. But I'm gonna do the test, Bas. That's a good question. Math. Is it good to have different types of filter media to house different types of? Yeah, that's really good. So it's good to have, for example, you have in the new filter, you have the maybe it's K1, or they have the green and the blue. I don't know what Oasis have from my head, but you can mix that. So you can also do some helix, mixing some helix with it, and also you can do for the future, like if you have a bucky shower or a trickle tower, and then have the bacteria house. So it's different type of filtration, and you will get the so one type of bacteria rather stays on a moving bed, and the other one really likes on just a static system. So that's really good to have. Tell what might good different. Tell that our local heron finally found a solution to keep him out, was hunting also at full moon, and of course every dawn. So from now on you started to buy 1 meter plus koi, Sander, so you don't have any problem with the with the heron anymore. And Nicholas Mills, a friend of mine, has a camera set up underwater. We sit in his lounge watching the koi when it's raining. Yeah, that's really good, and that's also what I have with the ponds where I don't have a window. I have a camera system where I can see the fish from underneath, so I can see how they're doing. I have an IP camera for check of my pond. It sent me messages, and I can see live how it's going. Yeah, I've got the same, Erik. It's really good. Can we join the test? Yeah, you can join the test, Bas. I will. Next spring, that was also a disadvantage of the biosponge. It takes so much volume, so it was a lot. The price of the one bag of biosponge was €24, and a lot of it is transport cost because it's too big volume. And we did it always with the bacteria which we sent by plane, and now we're gonna send a container, because last year we do the Sensuke products now for about 6 or 7 years already, and this season or the last 2 years it's going really good with the with the selling, because people discover how they work, and they're really good. So now we do a container, and then we can much easier do the bispons. So I will make sure you get we'll talk, and you get some monster so you can test it. Joff, when I was in Japan with you, I noticed that many Dutch and German koi dealers and customers were buying lots of Deutsche koi. Why is this, as Deutsche fish are not as popular in the UK? I don't know. Yeah, in Holland, and especially, not it's not in general, but especially beginners, women like Deutsche varieties, but also we have of course people that really like Deutsche next to it, like a mix. I don't know. It's yeah. I don't know the I don't know why the difference between the UK and Germany and Holland is. I've got no reason for that. I think it also depends on the dealers as well, because if I had Jurjen, he is joining me quite often when I go to Japan, and he really loved Deutsche varieties, and because he was buying those Deutsche, I was like, oh yeah, it's beautiful. So maybe 40% of my collection that came in was Deutsche. And that therefore also your customers are getting into Deutsche, and you get also customers, they are attracted by the amount of Deutsche you have swimming. So maybe it's that, and yeah, that's it, I think. Mark, I have a koi that is very skittish when feeding. Food on top just skirts around the edges and dives down. But if I put sweet corn in, he's straight on it. What's a really good sinking koi food? We have from Kutsuri, I think. Yeah, Kutsuri. We use that sinking food, and we use, of course, the sinking food of Saki Hikari. Saki Hikari growth is really, really high standard. That's really good, and it's much heavier because the same package is 20 kilo instead of 15 kilo. So yeah, it's more expensive, but it's really good. Keep in mind, don't feed all the koi that, because the moment you train them on that, when you come to the pond, they think feeding time. Now they think feeding time, and they're all on the surface. And if they think with sinking food feeding time, they all go to the bottom and waiting for you. So it looks a bit silly. So please keep feeding also floating food, but you can do some sinking. Do you need to run air with the biosponge, or is it a static media? No, it's not moving, but of course you can, like in Japanese mouth, you can put some air in, but you don't have to. We didn't do it. What's your view on butterfly koi? I have to be really careful maybe, but is that koi? No, I'm not really a fan of butterfly koi, and although they're really strong, I was really surprised. I bought some butterfly koi for a customer of mine. He ordered a box, and they had to stay, of course, in the winter in my pond. Not in my pond, no, in a separate tank. And but they were really strong, and also difficult to catch, because I was like, oh, they cannot swim really fast. They can swim fast, and they're really strong. But I saw some problems with butterfly koi, and not with all, but with quite a few butterfly. If they're dead, and if they died and you cut them open, you will see also some organs have those butterfly, it's a bit more longer. So the swimming bladder, for example, has also some curly, and that's really dangerous for getting infection in the swimming bladder, or to puncture it. So I'm not a butterfly fan. If you would set up a new Becky shower, what would you recommend for bacteria material? And do you make every layer with a different material? No, I have all layers with the same. In some of my trickles I mixed it because I didn't have anything else at that moment. But normally I put it in with deep infrared bacteria house. It's affordable. It works as well as the Momotaro. I also have the Momotaro. I have in my shop the two original Bucky showers from Momotaro, imported from Japan, straight to my shop with the boxes. I don't know when I did it because I must have been really rich at that point because they were really expensive. They are running on my pond still, on the two ponds still, but I have the same result with the original bacteria house from Momotaro and the deep infrared from bacteria house that is imported into Holland. And you can see it in England. In England they have it as well because I know that the importer is sending a lot to England. And it's really cheap. It's cheap comparing to the Momotaro. It's really cheap. That's that. Is there anything in a drum filter you would change the design of? Is there anything in a drum filter? No, it's important with drum filters that you have a good that everything is really strong. So you must imagine that the axe and the drum, it's all with some filters. They're sometimes a bit cheaper, not the Oasis, but because that's not cheaper. Some manufacturers in Holland make a bit cheaper models, and at the first sight you think there's no difference between the, let's say, professional lines, but the stainless steel, the inox, needs to be really good, needs to be thick. The drum motor needs to be really good. Everything that is, because you must imagine that drum is starting up with the motor, and the drum motor. Most drum motors are originally the sunscreen motors. They're really powerful, and and maybe the first 2,000 times the filter is still straight, but if it's going every time a bit like has some force on it, it will go maybe a bit off, and then with a drum filter that's really the end of the story. So it doesn't work anymore proper. So you have to make sure you have a good, decent filter. And with the red label, I like the collar. I don't know if that's it's the piece that's connecting the first chamber with the drum. They really fixed it. They have a patent on it, and they really fixed the problem with the rubbers, because it is always also moving, so it making some space, and then you lose water through the around the drum. And there are already a lot of improvements made in the last few years with the bypass, a lot of things. The screens that are a bit not so thin anymore, not so fine anymore. That's really good. What do you mean, Stefan, what you say with your camera system in the pond, filming from beneath? I have a in one pond I have a system that's always on, but it doesn't look nice, but I can inspect the koi. But I also have I have like a tool where I can put this on the GoPro, and I leave this GoPro and I can check the koi like I'm checking if there's a bomb underneath the car, and I can check the koi if there's anything on yeah, like wounds, or because many times if the bacteria starts, it's or on the side, lower on the side, or on the anal fin, it starts getting red or something like that. So that is really important to check. I do that. Hello. Uh, oh, everything fine, Richard? Uh, Sorry, Priscilla. Yeah, I know it's koi. I know it's koi. I know it's koi. But if someone asks me what you personally think about butterfly koi, I think it's but yeah, it's a koi. I was kidding. The only problem with drum filters for me is the dirt cutter. Um, yeah, that is with some are yeah, but with some we have also some filters where we have an extra spray, not the spray that sprays the screen, but also a spray that cleans the cutter once in a while, and you can set it every time it's running, but that is really helping. My only problem is the price to buy one. They're not cheap. You're right. You're totally right. But when I had to buy, when I had to choose to drum filter or something else, I normally it was a screen, €900. Then you had your main filter like the Super Beat or the Ultra Beat, or that was Ultra Beat is 1200, so let's say 1300. So together it's €2200. And some other filters are even more, but let's put it there. And then you needed a pump that has quite enough power. So 200 watt was basic. Now you can have your drum filter. Now you can have for €2200. You can have the happy filter. Yeah, you can have the happy filter. That's then totally filled with material, and then you only need a pump that is really have a low wattage, because it doesn't have to push the water through a bead, for example, bead filter. So that's what I like, and so you can if you have to buy a complete new filter system, I think you can win with having a cheaper biological filter. And if you don't want the happy with the smaller chamber, for example, you can have like a standard drum filter, €1500. You already have them 1700 €, and then you use a moving bed. You can easily make yourself if you use a polyester fiberglass tank where you just make like a moving bed. It's really cheap. You can make it for easily under €500. You have the same cost. Okay, the biggest problem with butterfly koi for me is that we have to photograph them in landscape. Yeah, in landscape. Yeah. So yeah, you mean like a yeah, but do you Bas? Do you have? No, you don't have butterfly in your pond. Let me know. We have 40% import tax. Imagine how much they cost here. Which one? With what? The koi or the drum filters, Nicolas? Oh, Joff. I Marika. I bought 3 butterfly, but I regret. But it's okay. Got it. Don't Barry. Don't say that. Joff. If you could buy the koi from just one breeder, who would it be? For me, it would be Marusai, as they has so many varieties. Then it would be, if I had to choose, it's not going to be like that, but if I had to, I'd rather go to Maruhiro. Maruhiro is the son of Marusai, the quality at the moment of the Marusai of Maruhiro is really good, and he has all the varieties his father has, and yeah, so that's why I like Maruhiro then better. But it would be a breeder like that, and not because he has. It's the only reason is that he has a lot different. So it's not that I find Maruhiro better than Toraso, for example, but Toraso only has Kohaku and some lost Sanke, and I bought one Showa. Oh, drum, yeah, is that? But they can also make it in Cape Town, I think. Sorry for the question on butterfly koi. No, it's a good question, Geoff. Um, eh, eh, Everything I say here, if I'm just saying how I feel about butterfly, it doesn't mean you have to drop your butterfly in the ditch or have a look for a nice recipe. It's just how it's the same with varieties. Yes, some varieties are not they wouldn't go into my pond. I can be really happy when I can buy a good variety for the shop, but still I wouldn't bother for my pond, for my own pond. Rico, why I always see the Nexus in the UK? I think is the Nexus is from the UK, so it's quite a big company that manufacture them. Is that true, Geoff? Quite just one breeder to choose. I think I had only Kohaku or Show in my. That's a good reaction to Geoff's question. The Maruhiro would be the breeder if I had to buy for my shop. That's totally true. Then I would do Maruhiro. If I would have just for my own pond, I would regret having no Shakoi anymore, but I would have other breeders as well, just for and then just keep Kohaku Sankashowa. What's the input on your new RVS stainless steel bucket shower? Is the pipe 50 enough? We have the input, we have 2 times 63, but you can also have 110 if you want. The out is 110, but you can also have like a waterfall, or you can have 2 110. It depends. It doesn't matter. We make them ourselves, so you can adjust it how you want. What's the input of our? That's that. Showa. What's the? Sorry, I don't know what's the next. Zijn er? Yeah. Perry is asking, is there a good offspring of the big Tanser Showa from the really famous Tanser Showa? Yeah, there are some really good offspring of that really nice show and really eating really well. Soragoin, yeah, really nice. Who produces a nice strong yellow ki utsuri, not metallic or Jinrin. Yeah, we call him Small Isa. I don't know his name. And also Maruhiro has beautiful, really ki utsuri. Masaki has had last year had three giants. I bought one. It was also really good. Marika. I asked my question in Dutch. Is it the best option to buy your koi at one dealer or at more? Maybe people think then I'm making, but I would buy at one or two. But I would buy at one dealer. So then you know what you're buying. You have a relation with the dealer. So yeah, I think that's the most. But one or two, I can imagine that and one dealer is yeah has some koi you don't find with the other dealer. So, but I also see some customers also in my shop, and they buy almost everywhere, and within 3 years they have big problems because they buy from there and there, and they don't know where it came from then. So that's why I wouldn't do that. Uh, what's the most winning grand prize variety? It's Kosanke, so Kohaku Sanke Showa. That's the most winning prize variety. Personally, I don't like butterfly koi as their fin get torn and look messy. Yeah. Can you change the dimensions of the bucket showers the and with waterfall? Yes, we can. Okay. Let's have a look at the movie. It's only a few seconds. So, one moment. That's Perry. It's here. One moment, guys. I have to switch over. This is the Tancho Showa last autumn, last October, and the left one at the moment, looking down. You can, it's 48, 49 centimeters, and this is 1 year later, 64, I think. It's really beautiful. The body is much better. The skin quality is really good. This is only after catching. I will wait for. Oh, no. So you can see the body difference. The sumi that came up also on the head is much better. It was already there. There was some black on the left koi. You see some black on the head. How more intense it became, and also on the shoulder, the black. It has on both sides. It has Modoguru. Yeah, yeah, here we are. So it's really nice. Big difference already, but the body is really big difference as well. So yeah, this koi is gonna stay there for at least a few years, because it's also used for it's gonna be used for breeding. Oi. Oh, no, I thought so many extra questions, but it's okay. It's going okay. Yeah, it's really nice body. It has the same shape as the Tancho Showa when it was that the big Tancho Showa when it was that age. So that's Maruju Bas. So Marco bought it last year, and yeah, it's a beautiful. It was the top, and it's offspring of the Tancho Showa, and it has the same. It looks like it has the same future, same pattern coming up. Yeah, so that's that. Super nice. Oh, so nice. Yeah, it's really nice. The sumi is coming up. Okay, everybody's now Koi TV, Koi Cave, Koi TV. It was the movie, guys. It was the movie. Yeah, you're right, because it's already 10. I have to go to bed. Let's do the lottery. So I go to the Nightbot. I will show you the screen so you can see that everything is going really honest. Like always, I can roll it. You have, please put it in, because you can see now 13, 15 people that he recognizes. So you have to put it in, but there's a delay. So That's why it's taking a while. 20, and we have 2 caps to give away now, and like I said, later on we will have other presents coming I can put in my suitcase, and it's gonna be coin nets, and it's gonna be really nice. Today, while you're talking, while you're putting in Koi TV or Koi Cave, you can see we are going up with the viewers, and a lot of viewers are staying with us. That's what I really like, and please like this movie. There's now 19 people that like the movie, 60, 61, and there were more people, but please like it, and like the movie, and share, please. And if you're not a subscriber yet, please subscribe, because that means a lot to me, and we have more options when we have more subscribers. I'm gonna roll it. Yeah, I'm gonna roll. 3, 2, 1. GHP. Congratulations. Please let me know if you're gonna pick it up. I don't know if you're from Holland or where you're from. If you're gonna pick it up, or you want me to send it, send me an email to info@arts-ants.nl. So info@arts-ants.nl. And the next one is for the cap. Paul Baines. That's for sure from out of Holland. So please send me your address, and I will send it, Paul. Congratulations. This one here we are. Yeah, that would be okay. Yeah, so congratulations, guys. One more question, and then we're gonna quit the live stream. Oh, I can see many people like the video now. That's appreciated. Thank you very much. Tomorrow another live stream, same time, same place, but really close to the letting Free Willy Free Willy day. Jurre, don't cry. Tomorrow is another. You have to go to bed. Come on. One more question. Ja, tot morgen. Can anyone a question, or we're all to bed? Now there's still a lot of viewers, so it should be. Congratulations. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm gonna actually I have to wait for 1.5 hours. Then I'm gonna do the breakfast, and that's my evening food, so my dinner, and then then I'm gonna go to sleep. Okay, that's your Bas is thinking. Oh, guys, we better stop the live stream, because Bas is thinking, and we don't want a explosion in Wassenaar. Yeah, good luck in Japan. Thank you very much, Herman. I hope. Okay, guys. The question will be tomorrow, guys, and thank you for watching. And yes, of course. And I will see you tomorrow.